Torque and joint rotation. Basically, torque is a force that causes twisting or turning around an axis of joint, also called the movement of force. The formula of the torque is equal to force into movement's arms. Basically, the perpendicular distance from the axis to the force. In the body, muscles generate the torque, which is called the muscle torque, by pulling on bones, which is the middle head joints, that is the axis. For example, in bicep curls, lifting dumbbells involve constant elbow flexion, torques generated by the bicep against the gravity. So the torque can be defined as the force, for example, force into movement arm is equal to torque, which is the movement arm of the muscles. So what is the joint rotation? Basically, the circular motion of a body segments like in arms or legs around a joint. There is a types of the joint rotations which include the flexions, extensions, abductions, adductions, internal or external rotations, etc. All are the types of the joint rotations. So how it happens? Basically, the muscles produce the torque, and this torque's rotatory effect makes the joints move. For example, the hip flexions, bringing your thigh toward your chest, is a joint rotation caused by the torque from muscles like the hip flexors. This is the examples of the hip flexors, which is the anatomical position, and the flexions of the hip joints. So there is the connection between the torque and the joint rotations. The torque is the cause and the joint rotation is the effect. There is also connections between the torque and the joint rotation, like muscles produce the torque which create the rotational motion, which is the joint rotations. So as a connections between the torque and the joint rotation, there is a good torque which control leads to the smooth, stable joints movements, while the poor torque can cause the joint grindings and the instability. So this is the examples where the torque has been applied, like the force torque is equal to force into distance. And this is the example of the joint rotation. So for example, the lateral rotations, some medial rotation, and this is the rotations of your all body. This is all about the torque. There are connections between the torque and the joint rotations that help to stabilize your body against any stressful condition.